Good morning, everyone. It is currently, let's check my watch, 6:20 in the morning, and I've got a bit of an exciting journey today. I am just heading back to the UK for my sister's wedding. So I've got to leave in about 10 minutes to get to Perth airport. I'm all packed up. Not actually my suitcase, I'm borrowing it from my housemate because I've got 30 kilos I can take back on this flight. So I'm just going to take a bit of stuff that I'm not using, but I'm kind of not going to lose that on a travelator, really, am I? I don't travel too well. I am not the best flyer at all. But obviously I've had to fly a lot over the last couple of years, so I'm a bit better at it. I'm feeling quite calm now, but I've got my colouring books, I've got books to read, I've got music to listen to, so hopefully I'll all be settled. So I'm currently at the airport at the moment. I've got about half an hour before I board my flight. But I just did the most stupid thing ever. When I was putting all my liquids into one of those plastic bags, I actually left my passport and my boarding pass on the other side of the gate. So I went through security, did the whole scan and everything, left that behind. I noticed on the other side, but it meant I had to go all the way back through and then put my bag and myself through security again. But luckily one of the security guys had it, and that's not actually the first time I've left my passport or my boarding pass somewhere. When I was in Mumbai, I just left it randomly in a toilet and then noticed about 10 minutes later that I didn't have it, and luckily it was still in the same spot on the, in the toilet, not on the toilet obviously. Going back to the UK for my sister's wedding, but in between that I have got a cheeky little stopover in Bangkok. Now I've actually got a 21-hour stopover. At first, I thought, oh god, such a long stopover, but then I realised that long stopovers are amazing because you have, why would you spend 9 to 10 hours just sat in the airport when you can go out there and explore where you are. I've been to Thailand before. I've spent 4 weeks travelling around Thailand. I have booked a little hotel about 5 minutes from the airport. It's not in the city, like in the central city, but it's close to the airport, but there's a market nearby and it's got a pool, so I'm hoping to have a little cocktail. So I've got my cheeky little Thai phrase book that I actually bought when I was in the UK 2.5 years ago now, when I was actually preparing to go travelling. And this is travel top tip here. When you visit places in the world, it's always courteous to know how to say hello, please, and thank you. I'm not talking, being fluent in Thai. Obviously, I'm not. But yeah, I think being a courteous traveller is quite important. So I've just got a little hot chocolate and some yogurt while I'm waiting, and I'm probably just going to have a little read of my book and yeah, try not to leave this anywhere. I am here after a lot of palaver. I finally made it to the hotel. I booked this hotel specifically because it's not too far from the airport, and I also booked it because they do free airport like pickups and taking you to the airport and such. But when I got to the meeting point, there was just no one there, and I waited for about 20 minutes, and then I found a payphone, so I had to call, and it turns out that they were in the wrong place looking for me, but I'm here now, it's all okay. So this is my room. I think all in all, my night here with the free kind of transport and stuff, it was only 20 quid, £20, so like $40 all in all. Got a nice little shower, and I even have a balcony. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do now. I kind of don't wanna, it's so hot and humid, it's like 38 degrees here at the moment. I kind of don't wanna, you know, just sit around and get tired, because it's like 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock now, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna crack on, get out there, maybe go in the pool for a bit. But yeah, I made it. I've had a quick change, just bunged my hair up, and I'm about to head out. I'm gonna go across the road to the market first, because I just want to check it out, because if there's anything that I want to purchase, I'll probably need to get some more pennies out. So I'm just trying to get my sandal on. I'm failing. And I've just had a little cheeky look at the kind of menu book that they put in the room, and I can get an hour's traditional Thai massage for 300 baht, which is like £4.50. So I'm totally feeling that right now, but I also want to have a swim as well. So I better crack on. I've just been on a little walk around the local market for the last hour, and it's crazy. But everyone's so friendly though. Like when you walk past, everyone says hello and they're always smiling, and I think everyone has this impression that they're going to be like hassled the whole time, but you're just not. They're walking past like all the meat and stuff like that, and it's just out, and yeah. It was a bit whiffy, I'm not gonna lie, but just come back to the hotel now. Check out the pool area, but I think I really want a massage, so I think that's what I'm gonna go do.
Paul used to have one of those little tripods for his, yeah, he used to have one of those little things. They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got a bigger one, but this is just nice for, I've basically got a video blog online.
Oh yeah.
So what I do is I just film where I am in the world and
people look at it.
Yeah. my god. So I've literally just had the most, I'm sweating crazy by the way. The room's so hot in here. It's like 40 degrees, but I've got the aircon on now, so that's probably the noise that you hear in the background. So I was gonna go for a swim, and then I walked past the little place where they had massages, and I had an hour Thai massage, and oh my god, it was just insane. It was so good. But it's just crazy. Like, this is gonna sound like crazily sexual, and I don't mean it to be that way at all, but I just find, like, in Asian countries, massages and stuff like that, it's really intimate. Like, they're really not afraid to touch you, if that makes sense. Like, obviously the whole purpose of a massage, wherever you are, is physical contact, but, you know, like, there was this bit where she had me like this, and she had her legs wrapped around mine, and she was pushing into my back, or, you know, where I was laying on her chest and she was like massaging my neck. Like, it was just really lovely and really, like, intimate. Like, I just don't know how to describe it, but it was so good. And then as soon as I came out, I thought, you know what, I'm hungry, so I had a massaman curry, which was amazing. And I was just sat on the table, and there were two an Aussie couple, an older couple, and we just got chatting, and they asked me to join them. So we had a beer together, and we just talked, and it turns out we're going to be on the same flight tomorrow. It's just really lovely. Like, honestly guys, traveling is just, I feel like I'm high right now, just because honestly, after a flight you need a massage. I think that's what I've decided. Like, after flying I need some sort of massage, because I just feel so energized, but then really relaxed as well. And I want to do like a proper video about this, so I don't want to go into too much detail, but Thailand, like, there's so many reasons to see this country, you know, the culture, the spirituality, the landscapes. Obviously what draws people a lot is the fact that, you know, things are cheap to do. You know, it's very cheap to go from one end of the country to the other. It's like, you want to come here for the people. Like, honestly, my favorite thing about Thailand is just the locals, the people who are here. They're just so friendly, and they're so willing and wanting to connect, want to find out about you and where you come from. And honestly, it's just, I'm sweating so much, I'm sweating like a beaver. It's just so wonderful. And you could be making this up, but I could have sworn on some documentary I watched when I was back home years ago, it talked about the percentages of people in Thailand being higher for people who identified with being attracted to the same sex, or being identified as being transgender. And the reason they think that those numbers are so high here is because it's more accepted. It's more acceptable to be who you are in Thailand, for the most part in Thailand. It doesn't matter who you're attracted to. It doesn't matter what gender you identify with. It's just, you're a person. I've had the most amazing day, and I've just been sat talking to two lovely people who invited me to have dinner with them, and I've been around the night market, and just amazing. Loving it. Like, sometimes like during that massage, I just had like a moment of going, I'm in Thailand. I'm in Thailand in Asia, and I'm getting a massage. And like, I do have moments like that where it's not like I take for granted what I'm doing and what I'm able to do at the moment. But there are some times where you do just get those moments of like clarity of where you are and what you're doing. And I just love it, and just never want it to end, basically. Good morning, everyone. Please excuse the bed head. I've literally just rolled out of bed. I've just had the longest sleep ever. But well needed though, because I was up at 5:30 yesterday. Yeah, so I've got a couple of hours until I get my transport over to the airport, and then because obviously I had such a long stopover, sounded a bit like Sean Connery there, I've got to go through the whole checking in process again. I don't know why I didn't think of that. So yeah, I've got my suitcase that I've got to repack, because now I've got access to everything. Like, I used my nice conditioner rather than my hard conditioner yesterday. But yeah, I think that I'm just gonna have a wash. I might go down and check out the breakfast situation. But yeah, today's the day. By the end of today, I will be in the UK. Yeah. Oh my god, immediately everything is steamed up. I don't know whether you saw that, it's just the humidity. Seem to be in quite like a little industrial bit of Bangkok. God, it's so steamy. Literally guys, this is just how humid it is. You go from one end to the other. Doing a bit of building over there. So from where I am at the moment, I'm about 25 minutes from central Bangkok. But so I'm all packed now. I've got to be downstairs in 10 minutes to get going to the airport. Just kind of doing my little last minute checks at the moment. This is a hilarious one. I think this is the first time this ever happened. So in a lot of places in Asia, they don't want you to put toilet paper down the toilet once you're done with it. But most places provide like a little bin for you to put that sort of stuff in. Not in this bathroom. There's lots of bins dotted around. So I actually brought one of the bins in here, so I could do that. But that's a weird one. But yeah, I guess the next time I see you guys, I will be at the airport. Hello everyone, and thank you for getting to this part of the video. I know it has been a long one today, but I just did so much in that space of time, and I really had to edit a lot out. I do apologise for the latter part of the video. I know 1 minute I'm in Bangkok airport and then the next minute I'm, driving through Wiltshire, but basically it was a 12-hour flight. Immigration in London was smoother than I've ever experienced, but generally everyone was quite grumpy when we got off the flight, and I just kind of wanted to just get out of there. My dad picked me up and it was great, seeing him at arrivals, and we just got in the car and went home, and I just crashed. But I've got lots of exciting things to film whilst I'm here in Wiltshire, which I'm really looking forward to. And thank you everyone for the continued love and support. The views on the first 2 videos I've done have just soared, and I'm so pleased. And I just want to thank everyone for being so supportive and lovely. And please keep liking, sharing, subscribing, give it a thumbs up, and let the adventures continue. And I hope wherever you are, you're having a lovely day. Literally, this just looks like I'm doing some sort of like Christmas story time thing, like, today children. Like literally, as soon as I sit down to film, a massive helicopter goes across. Hello everyone. See you soon. I hope wherever you guys are, you're having a lovely day. Bye. Bye. Oh my god. The Bangkok. Bangkok. My Bangkok.